Brown and Gene, let's talk about first and foremost, we're on our way down here, a little bit of rain. How are the conditions on the field? And apparently we don't got him. He's kind of going in and out. We'll catch up with him in a little bit. We'll get him after the break. But anyways, the Hurricanes come in here tonight looking to get back on track after losing last week to Osceola 13-0. The defense played absolutely outstanding last week, even giving up the 13 points. Offensively, the Hurricanes turned the ball over 5 times. They turned over 5 times tonight. They will not find themselves on the winning end of the stick here this evening. So we've got to figure out what we need to do to make things happen here tonight. We'll see what the Hurricanes can make happen. Coach Shakir and the Hurricanes seem confident coming down, and so are the Venice Indians. Looking forward to this district championship matchup. We'll take a timeout, come back with more of the Shake Pit Countdown to Kickoff. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Jonathan Pellegrino, escorted by Mother Karen Pellegrino, Father Thomas Pellegrino, Sister Emily Pellegrino, and Sister Sophia Pellegrino. Kaylee Poinsett Whaley, escorted by Mother Casey Whaley, Father Derek Whaley, Sister Tara Whaley, and Brother Dean Whaley. Shane Stavars, escorted by Mother Leanne Stavars and Brother Simon Stavars. Michael McNabb, escorted by Grandfather Stephen Rory.
To be honest with you, tell you the truth, I mean, we also got a signal that's bounced down a few times as well, so we're going to have to watch it.
Okay.
Isabel Casavoy, escorted by Mother Tammy Lockhart, Sister Rena, and Sister Annie. Daniel Meyer, escorted by Father Joe Meyer, Mother Dana Hill, Mary Lynn Desjardins, Sister Caitlin Meyer, Grandmother Diane Bonder, and Grandfather Larry Bonder. Bridget Dowdy, escorted by Mother Mary Ann Dowdy and Father J. Scott Dowdy. Shaylin Troutvetter, escorted by Mother Heather Troutvetter, Father Chad Troutvetter, and Sisters Ashley and Jacelyn Troutvetter. Lindsay Strong.
Chad Choate and Kevin Van Osterbridge throughout this broadcast tonight. And first and foremost, let's go down and talk with Gene. Gene, we had a little bit of rain before this game started.
Yeah, Danny, the weather is beautiful tonight. We had that rain on the way down here, and as you can tell, there's been quite a bit of rain around the stadium here. But when you look at it overall, the field is in great shape. A little wet on top, but overall it feels pretty firm. it's one of those games, we got to come out and just play our game and not worry about the elements. And we've been in 2 elements games over this year, so hopefully if it stays like this, it won't affect us at all.
During the pregame, you're down there around the team and everybody. How did the attitude and the players themselves appear to you?
Yeah, I think it was very businessman-like. You haven't heard me say that in a while, but this team, looking at Venice from the past, they're a good-looking team, but they're not as, I want to say, stealth as they've been. And obviously the record shows that this year. But again, we have to play a turnover-free game and maybe hope we get a break here or there. But overall, I think we just come out, play our game, and let the chips fall where they fall.
Hey, I'm kind of just glad that we got down here on time, considering one of our guys in the broadcast was late. What else is new, right?
Yeah, we'll just stay with it.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. But anyways, and let me bring him in now. Chad, it's nice to have you here. So I'm glad you could make it.
I'm glad I made it as well, and glad we made it here in plenty of time.
Hey, listen, you've been around this atmosphere before, coming down here. It's a great atmosphere to come to down at Venice. They bring a good crowd. It's going to be an exciting ball game. But over the last couple of years, when you look at it, Venice has won the last 3 matchups by an average score of 32 points per game. Manatee, if you go back further in the archives, 2014, the last win, 10-0 actually at this stadium. So, and then previously, we were beating them by an average of 42 points a game. So it's kind of swayed back and forth. In the last 10 matchups, we're 5-5.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think sports in general are very cyclical. They kind of come and go, and hopefully that this run that they've had the past 3 or 4 years is not one that we've had, going in from about mid 2006, 7-ish, 9 to what it was about 15 or 16. So hopefully they're not doing what we did. But I agree with exactly what Gene said. Just seeing them down there at pregame, both teams, I think, very, very business. Like both of them know what's at stake here. District championship, top 4 team, it's top 4 seeding in the playoffs. And this is what you want in a big game like this, a good rivalry. You want it to mean a lot, and it means a lot tonight.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's on the table tonight. We're going to take a timeout. We come back and we're going to have more in the Shake Pit Countdown to Kickoff, and we will get more into the playoffs and how they're starting to shake out with 2 weeks to go in this season. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Legendary college basketball coach John Wooden said, "A true test of a person's character is what that person does when no one is watching."
When we're not here at the office,
or when we are here in the courtroom, personally representing clients.
You'll find us here.
and here.
You'll find us here.
If you need legal help, give us a call. Put our character to the test.
Carl Reynolds Law, because injuries are personal. Visit us at injuriesarepersonal.com.
Referees for tonight's game are from the Gulf Coast Officials Association. Referee Sean McHugh. Umpire Ryan Schindler. Linesman Glenn Hargis. Back judge Jason Henderson.
This just into the newsroom. Hurricane Joe has now become an extreme hurricane at a Category 5. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with the latest details on who's going to feel the impacts from this storm.
Hi, I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with an update now on Hurricane Joe, a major Category 5 hurricane, and it's headed right toward Manatee. Everyone should take this storm seriously, especially visitors, as it's going to wipe out everything that gets in its way.
Don't hurricane over. Oh, you know, I can take.
just get this weird feeling. We talked about it on the drive down. This weird feeling of these points, this point situation maybe not being in our favor if a loss happens tonight and even a win tomorrow. I don't necessarily know. I haven't crunched the numbers. Our opponents.
That's hard to do with all the other stuff
it's really,
added
really
in
tough.
now. Yes.
I think we make it, but we were talking about. I think maybe all 4 teams make it. I think maybe Lakewood Ranch and Sarasota and us in Venice make it.
Well,
and there's a very good scenario of that.
Our booster club president, Bowen Summers, says we win 1 or 2, we're in. So I'm going to ride that train and say, hey, we're fine. And, you know, Eddie, let's talk about tonight's game and look at what we've seen. A lot of extremely great games in this place. We've been on the losing end. We've missed field goals down the stretch down here. There's been a lot of crazy games that have taken place here.
You're right. I was just thinking about that. This field goal, I was sitting right about this angle looking at it that night. And Joe went for it. And the guy had the flu. Remember, the kicker had the flu. And we all were upset. Thought he shouldn't have gone. All kinds of things. But you're right. This is a strange place to go for me. I don't know why. It's so strange. But I think how we're going to win this game is defense. I believe that's our better part of our team, and I think they can win this ball game really with a good game.
Well, last week we put the onus on the defense. The offense couldn't get things going, and hopefully this week we'll protect the football a little bit better and make some things happen. And, you know, Gene, you sit down there on the field every week and you see the things happen. And last week it was kind of strange. I mean, we get a turnover, turn around and give it right back. And I know the elements were part of it, but again, you got to do a little bit better job of ball control.
Yeah, you definitely do. And what I was impressed with last week was the defense, even though especially the play where it was one play, one of what we got, and then we turned it right back over to them on the boggled handoff. Mm-hmm. And watching those players run back on the field as the defense, I didn't see that frustration. You know, they were frustrated, obviously, but I didn't see that upset frustration that you see sometimes where it's like, oh, my gosh, here we go again. They were like, okay, let's get out there. Because you think about it, there is not a person on the Manatee High family that would have thought giving up 13 points, us losing. You know, all week, I would have bet you a lot of money that 13 points and we win pretty good. But it's just one of those games when you have a young team and a few things not go your way and the weather, it happens. But I was impressed with the way the defense stood. If the defense plays the way they did last week tonight and our offense does what we normally do, the game is ours.
And on defense, too, somebody's got to step up right home. That's going to be a tough game tonight in the secondary.
Hey, listen, we're minus him, but you know what? It's next guy up. So, hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to hear from our sponsors. When we come back, we're going to get to hear from head coach Yusef Shakir and his thoughts on tonight's football game. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
How long is this interview?
This is what I love, clean trucks and clean cars. That's what it's all about. Hi, I'm Zach Callis. I'm the owner of American Car Care Center.
Everyone please rise and remove your hats for the playing of alma mater. Remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. The colors are being presented tonight by the Venice High School Junior ROTC. getting ready for the coin toss. Captains for the Hurricanes, number 1, Napoleon Harris, number 8, Justin Porter. For the Indians, number 1, Malachi Weidman. Number 58, Matt Cochran. Number 68, Carson Peters. Number 67, Thomas Schrader.
I'm going to send you down.
Listen,
And we deferred to the second half.
All right,
I'm going to send you down.
yeah, he's going to bring it back, going to bring it down to you. Here it comes.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to Talladega Stadium.
All right, of course, we're the visiting team. We got the call, we called tails, and won the coin toss and deferred to the second half. So each week we kind of rotate around, and that's probably what coach is feeling, but I'm glad we're going to be on defense first. Let's shut them down.
Yeah, I like it. I like being on defense first and coming out and also getting the ball. Let's go. Like that. Having points there, but are you ready to make your call here tonight for Danny Carter?
Thank you, Chad. And here we go. We're getting ready for the Hurricanes to come out of the, I guess that's the east end zone. There, this thing sits east and west. So they'll be coming out of the east, and here come the Hurricanes now onto the field. Venice Indians still waiting to come out. The Hurricanes come into tonight's game 4-4, 2-0 in the district. Venice Indians 5-3, 2-0 in the district. Hey, listen, before we get going too much further, I got to say it real quick. Say a happy birthday to a good friend of mine, because I'll be out of town on Tuesday. Got to make sure it's heard. It'll be too late if I do it next Friday when we have a home game. So happy birthday to Kevin Murphy, turning 50. Yeah, he's turning 50. Not really, but I'm just trying to throw that out there. But he acts like he's 50. Mr. Kevin Murphy, always right, never wrong. You got to love it. Anyways, the Hurricanes will be on defense to start this thing off, and here come the Venice Indians onto the field, and we're going to get first look at the Venice offense, and it'll be Ryan Overstreet will be the quarterback directing the offense for them. They will run a lot of Wildcat, Chad. We'll see a lot of that going in there. There's going to be Stephon Johnson that will go back there in the Wildcat position. So it's going to be kind of a hit and miss. Ryan Overstreet, 53% completion, 6 touchdowns and 5 interceptions on the year. He has thrown for 748 yards. Saw him down there before the game. Good-looking player.
Good-looking kid. I mean, obviously he's a freshman with us, and I remember him as coming in as a freshman, and he's definitely now an 18-year-old young man. There's no question about it. But one thing that I see from watching film of Venice, and I've watched film for Venice about the last 10, 15 years of my life, they just don't have that quarterback they've always had, the true dual threat quarterback. You just don't know, can take it to the house on with his feet, and can also throw it deep for a touchdown. They don't have that, so they're kind of a little bit predictable when they're bringing in Johnson to be the run quarterback, and have Overstreet in there as more of a run and handoff and a thrower quarterback. So it'll be interesting to see if that holds true. They may do some things differently. You never know. But as we get ready for the kickoff, it's all about the defense right now as we start off the game, and let's get a good 3 and out.
So Axel Lafreau will come on to do the kicking duties. The Hurricanes will be going left to right on your dial. They got the red helmets, white tops, blue pants. Venice Indians in the green helmets, black tops, and green pants. And here comes Axel Lafreau. Basil's chicken and ribs kickoff, and he puts his left foot into it, bangs it high and deep, and it'll be a touchback. And that will be his 25th touchback on the year out of 37 kicks.
Good start. Good start, you know, and there's nothing. I mean, we've said it many times in the broadcast, but there's nothing like having a kicker that can put it in the end zone that many times and make a team go 80.
So here we go. The Venice Indians will come on offense first, and they will go to the Wildcat. It will be Stephon Johnson at the quarterback position to start things off. He will go with an empty backfield, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Always keep in mind they've got that tight end in there as well. So Johnson takes a snap. He'll keep it himself straight in the middle. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage. He'll fight his way back to the line. He got a good, maybe a half a yard on that, but a great pursuit on the outside. It was Ron Harley as well as it off to.
Right now they're going
game for the Venice Indians.
With their snap.
They're going to set him up. Canes fall on it. Snap, and this. Four on the play.
Hey guys, we're down here at a torrential rain.
Can't even tell it sitting up here in the box. That's crazy. I'm glad you said so. On 2nd down, they'll hand off to Harris again, straight up the middle. He's got a little bit of run. I think he's got it. And Gene's down there. He's hit behind Brzezowski. From the 5, they'll hand off to Tyson Phelps. Fighting forward. He's going to get to the 5 to maybe to the 4, just inside the 5. He's kind of in between, about the 4.5. It'll be 3rd down and goal. And this is a golden opportunity, guys. We cannot let get away from us right here.
Yeah. A little bug. Down in there, running in the middle, keep running.
Yeah,
in the
we
middle
got. I can definitely see the rain now. We got to
change up.
We got to score some points. It's got to be a touchdown. You get this ball in this position, we got to score a touchdown.
Manatee checking guys in and out. Porter and Ives both go out. Now we'll bring Napoleon Harris. Now that's Markel Jackson. The Hurricanes will burn a timeout here. A good timeout to take as the play clock was winding down. They weren't sure what to do. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Before the warning flags are launched, before the winds of change arrive, you must plan and prepare for what lies ahead. Your business and personal finances call for a trusted team to help you achieve your goals with numbers you can count on. Serving this region since 1954, CS&L CPAs provides accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services. Our mission is to understand your unique needs and create exceptional solutions. CS&L CPAs is a proud supporter of Manatee High School. Visit us online to find out more.
Wind is blowing. It is going sideways. So 3rd down and goal. Hurricanes at the Venice 5-yard line. Was inside the 5. Brzezowski takes a snap. He'll hand off to Phelps, trying to get to the outside. He's looking for.
Good job stretching it, and great job by Phelps getting upfield.
Venice trying.
But just
catch.
As the quarterback, 3 receivers left. 1 to his right. This time he'll take it. He's just going to take it himself off the right side. The Hurricanes collapse and establish a different line of scrimmage. A loss on the play. That's going to be a loss of 1. Set up a 2nd down and 11. Tries to go right, and again, the defense this time did a great job getting back in the backfield.
Great job there, and they are definitely trading number 67, Thomas Schrader. They're trading him to the left and right, meaning he's moving from right tackle to left tackle, and they're following him where he goes.
Well, he's their key offensive lineman. He's a FSU commit, so
I hope our coaches are onto that.
That's early movement, but that snap, yes. And unfortunately, that could have been a disaster for Venice. For them, they get the illegal procedure.
Yeah, that's the first time you would actually want a penalty on
right.
it. So it cancels out that bad snap. And again, that's a wet ball possibly. And also, listen, we play a lot of a zero technique on the defensive line, and Ron Harley is a big guy there right in the center's face.
Yeah, wet ball or not, they've had some snapping issues. When you look at their game, they've had a lot of them.
Sure.
Johnson will remain at the quarterback. It'll be Brian Taylor, in the backfield. Second down and 16. Snap. He drops the ball, and then Hurricanes in pursuit. It's going to be another big loss on the play. It's going to take him all the way back to the 6-yard line.
Too bad we couldn't have knocked that ball out back there, you know. When they had all those guys around him and all over him. They still held onto the ball, though.
Yeah, it looked like Samu back there and Samu Vabe, number 43. And, yeah, Johnson just kind of caught it and was trying to make a move and just kind of came right out of his hands. And we know about that last week. We saw it last week with our own quarterback.
So third down and long. Let's see. This would be Ryan Overstreet coming in. I'd expect a 50-50 ball going up in the air right here. He'll take it. He's going to drop back. He's looking. He's under pressure. They got pressure on him. He gets away from the first guy. The second guy grabs him, and he has to throw it away. Great pursuit by the Hurricanes to force a punting situation for the Indians.
Two of our guys looked like it was Ron Harley at first, and he had penetration right from the beginning over the center. And then the second one was Ryan Ives there. And listen, there's some. If it's me and I'm playing, I'm
coming right here.
There's some bad blood a little bit. You leave our school, you transfer, you know what I mean?
And watch yourself. Watch the snap over his head. We'll get a safety and get our points back. But it's a good snap back to the punter. Good pressure after it, and let's see what we do. They get away from it. The ball's rolling.
Oh, get away.
And, oh, my goodness, that was close to hitting our guy.
I'm sorry. That was
way
really
too close.
By Troop there. Should have gotten out of the way, and as soon as you get a short kick like that, get out of the way.
Short kick. The Hurricanes will take over in the Venice 44-yard line. So excellent field position starting on the Venice side of the football. The rain still falling here. Not as bad as it was before. At least it doesn't appear that way. And we've got a water break on the field. We're going to take a timeout as well. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
I'm texting Kevin to go tell someone on the sideline that they're trading.
Well, is he looking
they gotta
at
be able
it?
to see
Yeah, they know it. They
okay,
know it.
Good.
All right, perfect. Is it still raining, Jim?
Oh, dude, it's raining bad, bro.
Oh, yeah, now I see it.
And it's
good night. We welcome everyone back here to Powell Davis Stadium, home of the Venice Indians. Canes lead 6-0, 6:19 to go first quarter. Jace Brzezowski takes a snap. He'll hand off to Napoleon Harris. Stutter steps a little bit before finding a small hole. He'll pick up 3 on the play. It'll set up a 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, I mean, he's always running his feet. There's no question about that. He's a hard runner. Thought he may have had a crease on the right side. He tried to bounce it left right from the jump. But obviously we're trying to give a heavy dose of Napoleon Harris tonight. There's no question.
Justin Porter checks in. He'll be in the halfback position. He's there to block. Brzezowski takes a snap, hands off to Harris. Harris is hit at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. Be nothing on that play, and
that time he probably should have bounced it from the outside from the beginning.
Yes.
But, look, it's much easier for me to sit here and see it from up above than down low in game action.
Well, we had a little success getting to the outside down at the goal line. Let's see if we don't try to get out there again. And we've seen Jace over the last couple of times in which he's played in wet weather, and he's struggled to throw the football. So,
yeah. 2 backs in here right now, so my assumption every time we pretty much bring in 2 backs, we like to max protect and get a pass out.
This time Tyson Phelps will be in the H-back spot. Harris behind Brzezowski. Brzezowski goes out. He's going to pitch it out to him on the option. This time Harris has some running room. He's going to be at the 40, to the 35, to the 30. He's to the 25, to the 20, 15, 10. He's to the 5 before he's finally locked down, and a great job of changing direction. A 38-yard gain by Napoleon Harris.
What a great run by Dan. And that, again, we don't – I know Phelps is a great runner. He's more of a power runner. we haven't had that explosiveness to be able to turn something on a dime like that and be able to take it. And that's what Napoleon gives you. There's no question.
Yeah, great change of direction there. He got sealed off after he had a couple-yard pickup. The Canes now in the Crowder Brothers Ace Hardware red zone at the 5-yard line, knocking on the door again. Harris in the backfield. He will take the snap, go straight up the middle. He's got some running room. He spins across. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. Napoleon Harris from 5 yards out.
I mean, that was pretty simple there. He didn't really get touched until the goal line. So it's 5 yards for free and easy. And listen, here's what I love right now. We have not need to throw in the ball yet, and we've got 2 touchdowns on the scoreboard. That's a beautiful thing. With it raining like this, if we're already up, hopefully we make this right here. We're up. I know some people are and all that, but just cool, very up.
Now,
Huge. I mean,
defense up.
Let him have every one of those.
Yeah.
And
Street will come back. Yard loss. It's going to be a 5.
No.
Else. So.
Right, that's exactly right.
Second down and
just being held.
And that ball just kind of hung up there, but good coverage. Manatee was right there with it.
Yeah, no, absolutely great. He had to put it up high because secondary was there in the inside there. But my concern is we only brought 3 guys, and he's got way too much time.
Well, now
he had all day, though. That's what I said earlier. He had all day.
Here we go, 4th down. And where's Weidman? He's going to go to the right. Keep an eye on him. I would bring an extra guy right up the middle right here and flush him out. Here goes Overstreet. He's got plenty of time. He's going to flip it out high. It's going to be caught, and number 4 is going to fight forward. I think he's short of the first down. I don't think he made it. It's going to be awfully close. And let's see where they set it down.
Where are they giving us?
Looks like.
Giving it to Manatee, I guess.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be. It's hard to see all the way. They're going to measure, but it's going to be within an inch either way.
I think
the
they
spot
got
is
it.
going to be so close.
You think they got it,
that's a left foot spot instead of a right foot spot.
Right. That's right.
I think they got it. You got it. If he closes the gap on him earlier, he tackles him well before the first down marker. But I think he's got enough to make it. We're going to find. Now he makes it by about the nose of the football here. They got the chains. They're going to set it down. They're going to stretch it out. Let's see what happens here.
Extra stretchy. He didn't
stretch it out. He did not. Great job. The defense holds. It'll be first down, Hurricanes.
Man.
You just thought if you called and they got it that they would. You
that makes me feel a lot better.
No, you jinxed them.
Jinxed them. That's why I said they got it. I was hoping.
Way to go, Danny. You jinxed them, man.
Oh, my goodness. I was like holding my breath on that one. 2:49 to go in the first quarter. Canes lead 13-0. They'll take over on their own 24-yard line. It's going to be Tyson Phelps. I believe that's Markel Jackson in the backfield this time.
It is.
Let's hang on to the football down here now in this wet weather.
We'll wait for the chains to get set. Now they'll put the ball in play. Here we go. It'll be first down and 10. Jace takes the snap. He'll hand off to Markel Jackson, and not a whole lot of running. He's fighting for something, and he might have got a half a yard. We'll end up giving him 1 overall, but that was a tough yard on the interior. And
I think that's gracious, Danny.
There's openings on the corners. Sooner or later, we're going to go attacking. We haven't done it yet.
We did it to score. I just think we got to do it a little more often. I think sometimes it's almost like we don't want to give away our hand. We don't want to do anything too. I don't know.
Too early.
Yeah.
Second down and 9 for the Hurricanes. It's a bad snap, and with flags go, I think we've got movement. That'll back us up 5, and it'll set up a second down and 14.
I think the whistle happened right and the flag happened right as a snap, and everybody kind of stopped there.
It was a snap. The ball was snapped, and he dropped it as soon as he tried to move it, and then he tried to re-snap it again. So it's a good penalty for us.
We get the down right.
It's still raining down there, Gene.
No, it's not raining, but it's just wet. There's no dry balls anywhere.
Well, I won't question that one. Second down and 14. Brzezowski will pitch it back to Phelps, going off the right side. Finds a little bit of a seam over there. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They got some penetration into the backfield, and he managed to get by one. And you got to question, why did you turn in so early as not to continue to go to that sideline?
Trust your speed, trust the play where it's supposed to go, and I agree with you. I think he cut just a little too early there and only gained a couple yards instead of really probably could have gone and may have at least gained 5 or 6. But watch a play action off of that fake toss and watch Jace maybe boot it the other way.
1 yard gain will set up third down and 13. Phelps in the backfield off to the right side of Jace Brzezowski, the Hurricane quarterback. He'll have 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to his right. Now calls for the ball. He'll fake. He's going to throw out. He's got a man open in and out of the hands of Jaden Corbett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring on the punting unit for the Hurricanes for the first time tonight.
Yeah, would have brought a first down. Would have made maybe a 10-yard gain there, but who knows? Obviously, if he caught it and went after the catch, but just right through his hands. It was around the money, just right through his hands. Maybe that's the wet ball that Gene was talking about, but hopefully we can correct that.
Well, both teams are going to have to battle. It'll be Malachi Weidman back deep for the Venice Indians. He is a dangerous, dangerous threat here on the punt return. Nick Bigelow averaging 37 yards a punt, gets this punt off. A short punt is going to squirt and it's going to bounce. Is rolling a hurricane roll. It kind of came off the right side of his foot, but turns out pretty good in the end.
Great.
Good 15 yards of roll on that. Will end up setting and downing it at the Venice 41-yard line. Again,
defense.
1:02 to go in the first quarter. Manatee leads 13-0. This time the Indians will come on offense with Ryan Overstreet at the quarterback position. Canes defense trying to stand the test again. This time they'll hand off up the middle, and it's going to be Brian Taylor. There's a late flag, and that's probably a face mask where that goes.
Yeah, it looked like it was Ryan Ives and Nate Hyman there on the tackle, and looks like possibly face mask.
Personal foul against the Hurricanes.
Just didn't say what it was.
He didn't signal face mask. He just gave a personal foul. So that's 15 the easy way. It'll be a first down and move the ball into Hurricane territory.
That's what we got to avoid. We got to avoid
mistakes.
The mistakes, no question. First penalty of the game right there on us, and actually second, I guess.
Listen, you don't want to get those penalties, but at the same time, don't take away the aggression that they have and playing as physical as they are. So, first down and 10, Venice at the Manatee 43. Overstreet takes a snap. He's going to drop. He's going to fire it out into the flat, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That's Weston Wolf.
And we put a lick on him too.
Yeah, he did. No, he took the sacrifice there to throw that ball. And by the way, we are back up on video and live streaming. So good job. Shout out to Todd Salido there, getting us back up and live.
Working hard for the money down there. He is.
Sometimes those face masks can come about just by big play, aggressive play.
Natural.
Second down and 10. It's going to be Brian Taylor in the backfield with Ryan Overstreet, the quarterback. And he will hand off to Taylor. He's got a little bit of running room. He's going to get tripped up, though, but not before he picks up about 5, maybe 6 on the play. Let's call it 6. It'll be a third down and 4. DeAndre Higdon on the stop. Down to 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. This time they will bring in Stephon Johnson out of the Wildcat. He will keep it himself. The Canes trip him up. He's nowhere close to the first down.
There's a flag. I thought I saw a flag.
Nowhere close to the first down. The clock is.
Yeah, but no, just trying to take him quarterback draw, quarterback ISO there, and didn't get it. I don't know what they're calling here now.
They're having to bring a player out.
Oh, helmet off?
Yep, had to be the helmet off. They'll reset the play
Big
clock.
Fourth down here. Got to watch the ball. Don't jump off sides.
19 seconds to go. Fourth down and 3. Stephon Johnson will be at the quarterback. We're down to 15 seconds.
They moved up top.
That's
Thank
a
you.
movement, and there we go. That's going to be 5 yards. Good job. I didn't even see it with that glare. I was kind of got caught looking at myself.
I kind of jumped in there out of there, but I saw it, and just under my big forehead here in this.
And I wasn't sure
window.
whether it was our player that was trying to make him jump off.
Yeah,
and
the
that's
wide
why
receiver
they did.
up there, and the coaching staff jumped right away. They knew they were yelling at the ref.
So that will change the quarterback situation, that's going to change the entire play. They're not going to get another one off here. So at the end of one period, the Hurricanes lead 13-0. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Hey, my
Yeah, that was Tyreek Allen who actually put a great hit on him.
shoulder.
That was a shoulder. That's not targeting. That is the worst call in a plan. I'm about over targeting calls in any level. It's ridiculous. Everybody wants to throw the flag because we're trying to protect everyone, everything that goes on.
Well, plus this is sort of the thing now. With
We
the
just
refs.
live in this world of everybody gets a trophy. I mean, I'm about over it all.
That's sort of the trophy.
Well,
penalty.
we got to baby everybody because nobody can be tough enough to take a hit, and that was a terrible call. It was a great flop job. Should make him a punter. So that ball will move it all the way down to the Hurricane 14-yard line, first down and 10 Indians. They got movement in the backfield there. They didn't call it, but Manatee gets behind the line of scrimmage, reestablishes as DeAndre Higdon on the stop and a loss on the play. And
he's my favorite player. I think he's just been there all the time, all year long.
Pretty consistent, no doubt.
Marion Escort on the carry, and he actually moved before the snap even went. And we got away with that one, so he actually got a pretty good spot, only a loss of 1. Second down and 11. Overstreet takes it. He's going to hand off again. Escort gets it. He's got a little bit of running room this time off the left side. Found a little seam.
Not much, Danny.
Picks up about 7.
Was it that much?
It's surprising just that Escort's kind of getting the load here for Venice in the beginning and not Brian Taylor.
Big stop for the Canes coming right here. 3rd down and 4. Manatee jumped offside right there. Sure enough, it was DeAndre Higdon. He got caught into listening to that. I mean,
my man.
Hard count, and they're going to move the ball, and that should be enough for the first down. Set up a 1st and goal. Mistake you didn't need. That's 2 penalties on this drive, and we know how this has gone with us over the last couple of games. Anytime we get a penalty that extends a drive, they seem to go down and score. 1st and goal, Indians. They will hand off straight up the middle. Escort's hit at the line. They're trying to push him forward, and he's going to get maybe a yard.
Good defense.
DeAndre Higdon on the stop, along with Nathan Hyman. So now they will bring Stephon Johnson in there to call the signals. Johnson running out of the Wildcat. He will take the snap. He'll stutter for a second. He'll run it up and walk in easily for a touchdown.
Yeah, not even touched there. And
so that'll cut into the Hurricane lead. That'll make it 13-6, point after attempt pending.
Too many penalties, too many errors,
Yeah, you can't give free first downs up. It's 3rd down and 4, and we jump and give them a first down. So unfortunately, defense has come up big this game, and now you give that up. They got to get that fixed.
Well, that was a big 15-yard penalty down there that put them in the scoring.
Indians on for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. That'll make it 13-7, 10:30 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. Be back with more Manatee Hurricane football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Students, parents, and fans, the oral surgeons of Tampa Bay Jaw and Facial Surgery of Bradenton are pleased to support your high school. We are located less than 2 minutes away. We offer services such as the removal of wisdom teeth to the placement of dental implants to replace a missing tooth or to support a loose denture. So if you're ever in the need of an oral surgeon, think about our team. Go Hurricanes.
Welcome everybody back to Powell Davis Stadium at Venice High School. 10:30 to go here in the first half. The Hurricanes lead 13-7. They just gave up a touchdown, a little 5-yard run. It was Stephon Johnson carried it off the left side untouched into the end zone. The Hurricanes 2 penalties on that drive, and now the Indians will come on to do the kickoff duties. Most of the time they pooch kick it, and let's see what happens here. Hurricanes expecting it. It is another pooch kick. It's going to be taken at the 28. It's going to be Tyreek Allen across the 35, and finally just wrapped up there.
Face mask looks like.
A good job of just even taking it from the 28 and not calling a fair catch and moving it upfield. So,
well, from years past being on the coaching staff, obviously, Stollard, we'll set that up to make sure we get that return, somewhat of return there. But looked like maybe in face mask there at the end. But I wish Tyreek would have not hopped the last time and just went. Oh, just a sideline warning?
Yeah, just sideline warning. Yeah, he kind of stuttered. If he would have just taken it and shot up, he might have 10 yards. Yeah, he'd get a couple more than what you got right there. But, hey, here's the deal. You secured it. You're going to take over on your own 34-yard line. Jace Brzezowski. Come on, Tyson Phelps in the backfield. Haven't seen Napoleon back there again for a while. He'll have 2 receivers on either side of him. Take the snap. He will fake it to Phelps. He pumps. He gets it tipped, and it just falls, fortunately, incomplete.
That could have been intercepted when you punch him up in the air like that.
Yeah.
You tip him. You know when you tip him, Danny, they can be tipped to the other guy quickly.
One of the Venice Indians got their hand on it at the line of scrimmage, and that ball just shot up in the air, and you just kind of held your breath till you see it hit the ground.
The positive, though, he had plenty of he had time.
Yes.
There wasn't any kind of pressure on there, so that's a good thing.
Keeps him honest, too.
This time the Hurricanes will go with an empty backfield. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Spread this Indians defense out. See if they don't come with pressure up the middle. Here comes Brzezowski. He's going to quickly get rid of it in and out of the hands of Markel Jackson. And, I mean, that ball was hot.
He's definitely spinning it. There's no question about that. It's coming out pretty quick there. May have been too quick there for Markel to handle.
They were coming with – the Indians were coming with pressure right up the middle, and he still got it away. And no one was really even close to him. The ball just had a little bit too much zip on it.
We need Jace to break one and pick up a 10 or 15.
3rd down and 10. This time he looks back to the sidelines for the play. Phelps in the backfield with him. He takes it. He drops back. He looks. He's going to fire left. He's got a man open. It's Markel Jackson at the Indians' 40. He's going to be across the 40 to the 37 and be taken down at the 36-yard line. A 29-yard pass play to Jaleel Duncan. Jaleel Duncan wide open over here. Get a good job of just driving down the field and curling back out. He sat there and waited, and it seemed like it took an eternity for that ball to get to him.
It did, Danny. That was a big throw. That was a long
big throw,
and it was on the money and full of energy when it arrived there.
Yeah.
I don't know what. There's a flag on the far side of the field, and I think this is going to be another penalty, a sideline warning, but it's enough for the first down anyway. They back it up 5 from the end of the play. It'll put the ball at the Indians' 41-yard line. So 2 sideline warnings in a matter of seconds. And, hey, back when old Chuck Haney was here, we never had that. Old get-back coach, I got him back all the time. We never had those issues. We need somebody to make sure they keep everybody back away from that sideline. So on 1st down and 10, as Jace Brzezowski will hand off to Tyson Phelps. He finds a little running room off the right, powers his way across the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him right at the 30, enough for the first down, 11-yard pickup.
He was almost gone, guys.
Strong run off that right side. Frankie Robinson and Derek Maurice opening some holes. 1st and 10. Brzezowski again to Phelps off the right again. They're finding a little something. They found a little magic on that right side. Another 4-yard pickup.
He was a little further outside that time.
Yeah, a little off tackle there, but no, definitely finding some good stuff here on the right side. And listen, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right.
Keep running the ball a little bit. I mean, I like the way we're going a little inside, a little outside. Let's keep pounding them a little bit.
And we flipped guys around on that offensive line a little bit. Derek Maurice is now flipped over to the left side. Kewan Hawthorne is over on the right, along with Charles Armstrong. So we've shifted things on the offensive line this week.
Chad, you could put the word
Brzezowski
stupid
on
at the
second
end of
down,
that.
drops back. He's looking. He's going to throw it in the ground. It's a good play. I don't know what that flag is because that's a receiver.
Yes.
That's a receiver.
There may have been could possibly be
ineligible man downfield, but I mean, where that ball hit, it doesn't matter.
If it's behind,
it's a hold.
Yeah.
I don't know how you hold that far out. I mean, that's nowhere near the play.
Yeah. That
I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't holding, but I'm not sure why, as an offensive lineman, you're out there holding that far away from the play. He was way off to the left side of it, and that's going to back things up 10 yards. We got to get all the way to the 20. They're going to set it on the 42-yard line, so that penalty hurts as it was thrown behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah.
More yards to pad the stats.
Second down. This time Brzezowski takes it, drops, he fires. He's got a man. He's caught and hit immediately, but a great job of hanging on to the football. 14-yard pickup.
Who is that?
I think it's Chris Heredia. Yes, it's Chris Heredia on the reception.
Welcome back, Chris.
Yeah.
So 3rd down and 8 will be the situation. A ball at the 28-yard line of the Indians. Hurricanes will go trips to the left, 2 to the right, empty backfield. 3rd down. Jace turns and looks towards the sidelines. Now he starts barking out the play to his offense.
No safety up top.
Taking a look. It's going to be down the seam if he can get it there. He drops. He's going to fire across the middle. He had a man. The ball's flown up in the air, and it's going to be intercepted, but a flag is thrown. That's going to be on
targeting
defense.
On them, no? If they called it on us, they got to call it on them.
I think it's going to be a hold on the defense. Let's see what we got, because they're going to say this happened, and if they say this happened after the ball was already into the air,
No.
but he threw that flag early, and
He'd
let's
do it
see what
right
they
at
do.
it.
They're going to talk about it.
Have to be a hold then.
I'm not sure. They're going to discuss, and now I think we have a decision. Let's see what we have. Holding on the defense. Yes, it is. Absolutely. That's the only reason. That's a first down,
And
too.
it looked like his shoulder was turned right there. Maybe
the receiver couldn't get open. Yeah.
Hey, guys, and the official on this side was so adamant about it. He said he turned the receiver around. So, I mean, it's the guy that's got the 2 sideline warnings, but he's also calling the game like we would hope. Do it fair.
Good.
Very good. Very good. So that'll move the ball down to the 18-yard line. So we are in the Crowder Brothers Ace Hardware red zone. The Hurricanes on the move. 8:08 to go in the first half. Canes lead 13-7. They will once again go with an empty backfield.
It always scares me, but it works.
Brzezowski takes a snap. He looks. He's going to fire quickly, and it's a very good job. They just go and sit down in the open space. I believe that is Chris Heredia again. So Heredia now back on the scene. We haven't heard from him in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, nice little 4-yard little hitch route there, and they play. Venice likes to play typically off coverage there, so take what they give you. Take the 3 or 4 yards.
2nd down and 6. Ball at the 14-yard line of the Venice Indians. We got one man in the backfield. It'll be Tyson Phelps. He comes up, helping with the protection. He'll fire to the end zone, up and high over the top, but a very good pass right there.
Absolutely. No, you said very good pass there. There really wasn't anything open there for him to go to, and he saw the safety jump that post. So just throw it over, live another down here instead of giving the turnover.
Yeah, that was a great job of throwing the ball high and keeping it away from anybody. So 3rd down and 6 is going to be situation. 7:41 first half.
Let's get the touchdown, but let's at least get the field goal. Get our extra point we missed back.
Hurricanes moving a lot of guys in and out. Markel Jackson will now come off. And one man in the backfield will go with Duncan in motion. He fakes. He's going to throw towards the end zone. It's going to be picked off. He underthrew the man at the goal line, and it's going to be returned back to the 21-yard line. Interception right there. And they tried to run that little wheel route over there, and defensively, they had it snuffed out.
Yeah, you take the guy in motion. The running back, who is Napoleon Harris, goes out to the sideline and runs a little wheel there. And he had him wide open if he puts it into the end zone to about the middle of the end zone and let Napoleon run underneath it. He tried to just throw maybe almost like a back shoulder throw, and defensive back was there and jumped it.
A lot of flashbacks for me on a play like that. It goes all the way back to St. Thomas Aquinas. Just Major Wright, who took it all the way down to the other end of the field.
Oh, yeah.
1st and 10 Indians now. They will run a ball right up the middle. He's got plenty of running room. He's going to be across the 30, enough for the first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I jinxed us on that one because we didn't get our field goal.
Demarion Escort on the carry. 1st and 10, Indians at their own 32. Overstreet takes it, hands off again to Escort. He tries to wiggle his way through. This time the Hurricanes will stop him at the line. He'll get a yard on the play. A host of Hurricanes on the stop. Tyreek Allen along with Devon Stewart. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Ron Harley checks out of the game on defense for the Hurricanes. Overstreet looks things over. He takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to fire to Weidman behind him, incomplete. And I think we had a flag. I think they all moved. I mean, I think the entire team moved forward for the Venice Indians before the snap even went. I've been seeing that a lot. And
they have done that several times, especially in the backfield. They did that.
They're going ineligible man downfield. So we got an offensive lineman that actually took off with it too. So that's kind of always interesting to me, how you get a guy downfield. You were in the huddle. Don't you know it's a pass play? That's always kind of interesting to me, how you take off downfield.
And here's the biggest thing to me about the whole thing is with these new RPOs, not new, RPOs aren't new.
That's hard to hold.
RPOs are called new now, but there's so many times where the offensive line are run blocking and quarterback pulls and throws it, and they're 2, 3, 4 yards down the field.
What do you do? I mean, you hold for like a 2-3 second count and take off?
As a defensive guy, offensive guys are cheaters.
Right.
Just a 5-yard penalty, it looks like. Is that right?
Yeah, 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down at 14. Overstreet out of the gun. Looks to the right. It's going to be Demarion Escort in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to his left. And we got movement again. They didn't throw the flag this time. And Manatee tried to jump the route. It's going to be completed to Weston Wolf. He's trying to stiff arm a guy away. He's going to move it across into Hurricane territory all the way down to the Manatee 40, 39-yard line maybe. Let's see. That's going to be the 39-yard line of the Hurricanes. The back moved forward before the snap even went. And I don't know how in the world we didn't get a flag thrown on that.
They're talking about something.
Well, that's not with this. This is down here.
This looks like it may be out of bounds right here. Maybe he stepped out of bounds. But again,
face mask
on them.
Yes, that's going to be on the. That's going to be on the receiver. You rarely see that.
I mean, that's once in a blue moon. And I just said offensive cheaters, and that's probably one of the proven ones right there. That they're allowed to touch face mask and do the stiff arm.
The interesting part is, it's only a 5-yarder, but I saw it last night in a college game, and I couldn't believe they didn't throw the flag. I mean, this guy was wrenching him around as he was going down the field.
And it doesn't go back to the line of scrimmage.
No, it doesn't. It's from the spot of the foul. They're going to reset that play clock, which they should do. 6:36 to go here in the first half of football. Venice Indians with the ball on their own 46-yard line. We'll go 2 receivers left. This time he will hand off to Escort at the middle, and he's going to pick up about 3 on the play. He's met immediately. Justin Porter on the stop. Brian Ives also there with him.
I would bet they're going to throw the football here. What do you think, Chad?
Sequel Martinez comes in as Nathan Hyman goes out. 2nd down and 7. And
Peacock is not happy.
Peacock's going to call a timeout here. The Indians call a timeout. We're going to take a break. Hurricanes lead 13-7, 6:13 to go in the first half of football. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley